Ian Frenette, president of the Boston Cannons. I started here in 2015. The 2018 season was my third season, and 2019 will be my fourth. Prior to taking on the president's job here, I was with the Boston Celtics, where I was the VP of corporate partnerships and ran all the corporate partnership sales business, mostly focused on new business. So had a lot of fun there, spent 6 years there, and prior to that worked in golf and ran the Deutsche Bank Championship here in Boston. I did that for 6 years as well. So spent a lot of time in each one of those industries, learning a lot along the way. And so here we are today, still learning a lot, but in a different sport. So yeah, we've got a lot going on right now. On the field, we feel really good about the squad that we've really got put together for 2019. The state of lacrosse is that the game on the professional side is very much an embryo in the professional sports landscape. Our league is 19 years old, or 2019 will be our 19th season. We have a long way to go as far as becoming one of the size of one of the big four sports. But right now we're just chipping away at getting people to come to games, but to consume our content. Most kids who play lacrosse, they certainly know who we are. They may not know all of our players, but they know a good number of our players, and they look up to them as role models, just like any other sport. So that's exciting. We've been here in Boston for almost 19 seasons now, so we're becoming more of a household name, but it's going to take some more time, more marketing efforts, and just as the game continues to grow from the grassroots component, or at the grassroots level, more kids get sticks in their hands, our name will become wider known as well. There's 200,000 kids playing lacrosse, boys and girls, here in Massachusetts, and we're the second largest lacrosse hotbed in the country, and that's an exciting component. This game is an exciting, fast, high-scoring game that people love to watch and attend. And typically, once people experience Major League Lacrosse, it's a little bit different than college lacrosse in the fact that that these are the best of the best players who play professional lacrosse. It's an exciting thing to watch, and once people come and check it out, they're hooked. They love the game. So it's a lot of organic growth. It's going to take some time, but we're working hard to make that happen. As an organization, the most important element is that we're providing more opportunity for our players to play. So we're adding 2 additional games. We're paying them the players more money, and for a long time our sport has been about having our players, play lacrosse, but also have other full-time jobs. We are, by allowing more opportunity, allows them to make more money, and by shifting the season to start in June and end in September, it actually allows many players who are full-time professional players to play in 2 leagues, which is the indoor league, which really runs from December through June. And now they have the outdoor league, which will run from June through September. So it almost creates a full year of lacrosse for a professional athlete who plays in both leagues. And that's a tremendous, shift for, if you were to compare it to our previous setup where we played from mid-April to mid-August. Many of those guys who wanted to play both were, having to choose whether they would play all of their indoor season, or would they leave their team? And typically, those guys would actually play the entire indoor season, and then we would get them after the fact. So it's kind of created a better line in the sand, and ultimately more opportunity. That's a great thing for our business and our fans. from the standpoint that people know our players, our roster is more consistent. We don't have to go through a number of phases of one roster for the first 3 or 4 games, and then we have to bump people off that because people are returning from the other league. So that's a really important piece that really trickles down throughout the entire business model through really ticket sales and but people just getting to know our players and buying jerseys and really becoming dedicated to the Cannons. So on the field, our goal is to go win a championship. We spent a lot of time really over the last 2 years. Really specifically last year, we made a lot of changes to our roster to bring in some youth and really honed in on key positions. We've drafted a bunch of young players that we believe will be with us for several years. If you look back 3 years ago, we had a lot of experienced players in the middle of their careers, and they've kind of aged on. And that in our league, it's a young man's league, and it's fast. And I think that last year we made the right moves to get us into a better position for the long term. And now this year, I think we are certainly a contender. If not, at the top of the league right now, we're certainly a top 3. So our goal is to go win a championship this year. Yeah, so we're going to go and move to Veterans Stadium in Quincy. It's really a joint venture partnership with the city of Quincy. Right now, it's a longer term deal. It's a multi-year deal. The venue is fantastic. It's 75 years old. It has a lot of character and history to it. It's a 5,000 person stadium as far as seating goes, but it can accommodate anywhere up to 8,000 to 10,000 people. There's a lot of space there. We believe that footprint is the appropriate footprint for the Cannons and really a major league lacrosse experience, where we can put people in the venue, shoulder to shoulder, make it a really exciting experience from pregame activities and festivities, for kids and families, music and entertainment, and then it leads into a Cannons game. But make it a celebratory type of festival-like experience, and our game is smack dab in the middle of it. That is how we want to continue to evolve the product that we as the Cannons and ultimately Major League Lacrosse go down that path to really make some changes and grow.